Hi, I'm Mr. Ed, and I play Mr. Ed in the Route 30 movie, and this is the Route 30 podcast.
Mr. Ed is the character of Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. He is what that place represents.
Well, I'm just a huge penny candy freak.
He's got a little shop. He's got this candy place that everybody on Earth stops at.
A peanut roastery, bunch of elephants.
Everything's cool and it keeps you a kid. It just keeps you young, and Mr. Ed's like that. He still gets excited about things, and he's just a big kid.
He was Santa.
Now, I met him at Totem Pole. We were doing Brigadoon, and Mr. Ed had a little moment where he danced across the stage with a lantern in a kilt. And you know, Mr. Ed he's a fetching man, but a man in a kilt that's Mr. Ed, that's quite a sight, and people don't forget that. And that's who he is. He's a guy who'd wear a kilt on stage. That's Mr. Ed.
To the best of my knowledge, he's never been on the big screen before, so it was a lot of fun to say this is Ed's big screen premiere. So we're in the store, and I'm nervous, and I go up to John, and I'm whispering, I think some people are getting upset, and
it happened to be the busiest shopping day he had ever had. So there's people, the bells clanging, the people walking in and out, and John Taylor's like going, oh my God, what do we do?
And John kind of like, go back in the corner. So I go back to the candy area, and I'm shushing everybody, and then out of nowhere I hear,
hey folks, we're about to shoot a little scene in a movie that's Mr. Ed's feature film debut. We'd like you to be quiet for about 30 to 40 seconds while you shop so we can record the dialogue in the scene. Then you can go back to shopping and talking. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay?
roll 'em.
How's the writing going?
Good. Thought I'd look around, get to know the new homestead. Never know, might get some ideas.
Been to Gettysburg yet? Lots of good ideas out there.
Cut. How about a round of applause for Mr. Ed? And the whole store would be like, oh, we love Ed, we love Ed.
Well, my big fun with Mr. Ed, besides going to his store, his shop, was just talking to him about the Totem Pole players, because he knew everybody there. And so we just looked at all the photographs on the wall, and he pointed out who everybody was and what year that was. He pointed at you and your sister and your dad and your mom, and I mean, just to have that continuum of somebody who was there the whole time was great.
I think Ed being in the film, I could tell looking at him it meant more to him than most people were catching on. And I also think he really loved collaborating with John, and I think it meant a lot to him. I think, for him it was a little bit of a homecoming.
He continues to be the P.T. Barnum of the area and a friend to all.